Hi there, it's Katrina Sawa here, the Jumpstart Your Biz Coach with jumpstartyourmarketing.com. And if you're on this page, then you are looking to get help with your technology, specifically WordPress, your WordPress website, and one shopping cart. If you're using a shopping cart for your website and your business, that's usually the most likely one that I recommend all the time. And on this webinar, I'm going to tell you why, what's so good about it, and how to use it in the background as an entrepreneur. Because one of the biggest things I see is that people, entrepreneurs especially, go out and invest in this software, or sometimes they invest in bigger software like Infusionsoft, which when they're not ready for it, they spend tons of money, and I don't recommend that. I recommend you do what you can do now to get done what you need to get done. And usually right now, in this 2015, it's WordPress and one shopping cart is what I recommend. I've been doing this for 13 years with entrepreneurs. I use both systems myself, or I've used them in the past, and I want to show you how to use them. So it's one thing to get your website designer to put up your website, but it's another thing to pay them every month to make little changes or tweaks or things to your pages, or add events to your calendar, or whatever it is. So I want to show you some of the little teeny tiny tweaks that you can do as a business owner in the back end of your WordPress to save hundreds of dollars a month on getting somebody else to do it for you. And don't get me wrong, I'm a proponent of delegating, automating, and systematizing, but I still do a few things in the middle of the night myself. Like if I want to hold a teleclass and I have a brainiac idea to hold a teleclass in 2 weeks, well, I better get an opt-in page ready, right? So I'm going to show you how to do that and many other things on your website, how to do simple SEO, how to space things, how to add links, how to do pictures, how to add a page, how to have a landing page, how to do different things with opt-ins and things like that. So we're going to show you the back end of WordPress for the first hour of this webinar. And then the second hour of the webinar is all about one shopping cart. So I'm going to go into some of my clients, the back end of their shopping cart. I'm going to show you what you need to know to create products, autoresponders, email newsletters, email blasts, uploading contacts, and why the double opt-in or why not the double opt-in. It's something that's very important when you go into the shopping cart, that you don't just upload all your contacts with an Excel spreadsheet, because you might get sent, or your contacts might get sent an email that makes them confirm, right? And not that that's a bad thing, but there's certain key things that you want to do to change the message or to protect the fact that you want to keep your list so you don't get a bunch of people not confirming and you lose half your list. So there's a lot of key things you want to know about WordPress and one shopping cart, and that's where most entrepreneurs need to be using these days, and they're very affordable, and it very much systematizes a lot of what you're doing, and I want to show you the how. I'm all about the how, and I want to empower you as the entrepreneur. I don't care if you're a healer or an intuitive or an astrologer or a roofing company or a spa and salon or a coach or consultant or even a savvy online person yourself. You still may not see and know all the things you need to do and that you're capable of doing on your own. Or once you get it down, you can then delegate it. But you kind of need to know a little bit about the strategy, the process behind the scenes in WordPress and one shopping cart, so you can really build a bigger business without working so hard. So sign up below for the webinar. It's a 2-hour webinar. 1 hour, like I said, is on WordPress. 1 hour is on the shopping cart. And I'll talk about other options of shopping carts too, and other means like other email marketing programs like Constant Contact and MailChimp, and why you need one over the other and who needs one over the other and that kind of thing. So you'll know if it's time to upgrade to a shopping cart or not. So I'm going to talk all that out on this webinar, and it's going to be in screencast mode. So you're going to be watching me on my computer doing stuff, and you're going to be able to see me moving from page to page to page. So you're going to be hearing me and watching me. So I highly recommend when you do this webinar, you are on the computer and the phone at the same time. Don't try to listen to this in your car. You definitely want to take the time to either come live to the webinar or set aside 2 hours of time to really go through this training, and maybe have your own website or your own shopping cart up next to it while you're doing it. You can watch the replay. You'll get the replay if you sign up below. And this is going to be up for a long time, so you can sign up anytime. And until the information is outdated, I'm going to keep this webinar live because I think it's so crucial. And it's also something that I give to some of our clients that do website design with us. We actually do website design. We also do techie services. So I'm teaching you some of the stuff that you could actually pay our team to do, right? Silly, right? No, I want you to be empowered as an entrepreneur to make some simple tweaks, to save a couple $100, to do the things you need to do in the middle of the night to make something go in an email tomorrow, right? There's things like that you can't rely on a virtual assistant for, and it's just things you need to know. And so you'll have this webinar. You can go look back on it anytime you want and keep learning and getting yourself in tune with these things. So join me below, and I will talk to you on the webinar.